The beginning of the game starts with Kathasaj wandering into the forest, beat up and bloody. Shortly after, the player sees an old man with white hair and a beard. They go up to him and he introduces himself as Gandalf, and Kathasaj rants to him about what happened. Shortly after, Kathasaj passes out from blood loss and wakes up in a different kingdom. He was surrounded by sweet townspeople who were cleaning him and helping him nourish up. After he gets back to his original state, he goes off, making his way back to the kingdom, seeking revenge. The player goes off into the forest and runs across several bosses. Every time the player defeats the boss, they have the option to kill the boss and gain an ability from them, or spare the boss and have them as an ally for the final boss, the Brother. When the player reaches the kingdom, that is when they get to fight the final boss, King Kazam. The player finds out that Kazam can summon a dragon with his sword, so the player has to fight the dragon rather than Kazam. After defeating the dragon, the player has the option to kill Kazam or banish him from the kingdom. From there, you become the king of Ioneeve, and the kingdom is full of light again. Within the game, there will be inclusion of religious characters, deities, and rituals, as well as the development of various faiths and religious sects, which player can choose to follow. The religious elements of the game Ioneeve will be further explored through a range of NPCs and quests, allowing the player to learn more about the beliefs and teachings of the game's world. These quests be completing a sacrifice. The player could either defeat a boss to gain an ability or spare them and sacrifice the opportunity of gaining that ability. Furthermore, players can participate in various festivals, rituals, and religious events. The morality system of the game will also be integral to the experience. Players will be able to make moral choices based on their beliefs and preferences and the teachings of the game's world. These choices will have consequences, allowing players to experience the consequences of their actions and thus create a meaningful, personalized experience. Not only personalizing their experience, but their decisions also change the outcome of the game. The game would have different endings based on what their choices were. Furthermore, players can actively participate in religious ceremonies that provide a unique experience. These festivals will be an important part of the game and add depth and realism to the experience. Players will gain a complete understanding of the medieval world, including its beliefs and customs. The decisions they make and actions they take will directly impact the unfolding narrative of the game, allowing them to shape the game's content and story as they progress.